It's fair to presume that David Hume didn't thank God for this lucky break, as for him to believe in religion at all was a fundamental mistake. His History of England had included tirades against the callous cruelty during the Crusades, the zeal of fanaticism, blind submission, and the dreadful tribunal of the Spanish Inquisition. But God and Christianity were not to be treated with scorn. Britain's last execution for blasphemy had been shortly before Hume was born. To stay out of trouble, Hume's choice of words was careful, polite, meticulous. Religious errors are dangerous. Those in philosophy, only ridiculous. Ideology in its purest form should be met, Hume said, with rejection, as it always follows that grave philosophic endeavour after perfection. No creed should be given credence if the grounds for it aren't empirical. So, in line with his brief, he did question belief in that advert for God, the miracle. How do we know any claim is true? Hume's argument commenced by saying we weigh up the evidence in favour and against. A miracle, by definition, contravenes nature's laws, so its massive improbability should be enough to make us pause. If the whole range of shared experience runs counter to one single case, when the evidence is weighed, the balance can't be swayed. The miracle cannot have taken place. Hume was aware not everyone would be convinced by such a view, as there's one other big reason people claim miracles are true. What if the person who witnessed the miracle gives in their story's retelling an open, heartfelt and detailed account that is thoroughly compelling? Again, weigh the evidence is what Hume said. If you hear that a man has been raised from the dead, in theory it is clearly happy news for the bereaved, but on balance it's more likely any witness was deceived. Especially if before the event they already had a religious bent. However honest their intent, it's part of human nature to have a sense of wonder. All of us are susceptible to a supernatural blunder. Total belief in a miracle could be fueled by faith inside. Genuine sincerity is not a foolproof guide. Hume's evidence-based approach also helped him undermine a popular argument of the day, linking God to the world's design. This world is designed so intricately, only Almighty God could do it, is a dodgy piece of reasoning, and Hume felt obliged to pooh-pooh it. Assuming designing were involved, it's not proof of a godlike creator. It's evidence of a designing force, just designing, nothing greater. To attribute this world to a biblical God is a leap, a quite different thing. A clock may be proof of a clockmaker, but not an all-knowing king. On what lies behind the world's design, Hume made this contribution 100 years before Darwin and his theory of evolution.